children and adults acquire languages through fundamentally different mechanisms. While children can often acquire language purely through massive exposure, adult learners cannot rely on input alone. This post explores an effective, scientifically grounded approach to adult language learning. Massive input is undeniably the foundation. However, output is equally essential, not necessarily in equal volume, but for a specific cognitive purpose. It triggers noticing. When attempting to generate language, learners realize what they cannot say. Output exposes the gaps, prompting a return to input to see how native speakers actually structure those thoughts. Therefore, an input-heavy approach driven by moments of output is highly effective. The most critical obstacle for adults is L1 interference. Fossilization is deeply deceptive. It is not just about having a foreign accent. Our brains automatically process English sounds, rhythm, and grammar through our native language's framework. We might practice hard, but if we process information using our mechanisms, we'll never sound natural. This is why addressing the fundamental physics of sound and core grammar early on is crucial. However, establishing this foundation doesn't happen overnight. It requires constant paradigm shifts. We must continually realize that our default way of processing information is fundamentally different from that of native speakers. Ultimately, adult language acquisition is a continuous loop. We build a basic foundation, consume massive input, and use output to notice our discrepancies. We then dismantle our fossilized L1 habits, experience a paradigm shift, and return to input to refine our understanding. Repeating this cycle is the most realistic path to natural proficiency.